Hello everyone, and welcome to a different type of video where I'm going to be talking about what I think needs to be either changed or added to Minecraft Dungeons and why it seems to be losing its spark. Now before I start, remember these are all suggestions and don't necessarily need to be added into the game straight away, but I feel like my enjoyment and the replayability of the game will slowly start to fade if something does not change soon. Now without further ado, let's move on to a few ideas that I have in mind. So to begin things, I of course have to talk about the Battle Pass. Now, Minecraft Dungeons is already a paid game, and in order to buy the Complete Edition, which contains all the DLCs and pretty much everything that you can buy as like downloadable content, it's going to cost you around $40. And on top of that, you have to put aside around $3.50 every few months in order to buy the Battle Pass. Of course, this is just an option, and you're never really forced to buy the Battle Pass in the game, but it seems like it was kind of last-ditch, cheap, and quick cash grab to try and suck out the last amount of revenue from Minecraft Dungeons. Though the items and effects here are actually really interesting and are really unique, but unfortunately, people who can't afford to buy the pass won't be able to use them at all. Not to mention the amount of time it took to probably create and design all 50 levels in the pass, and the Dungeons team probably could have used this time to add more special DLC or content, which probably would have generated even more money at a faster rate. And speaking of DLC, there are still so many possibilities of new ones we could see added into Dungeons. For example, maybe they could introduce a Deep Dark DLC with the Warden as the final boss, or something to do with the new Lush Caves, which I think would be pretty cool. Even some new never-before-seen mobs and enemies would also be really nice. This would not just end up making Mojang more money, but it would also definitely extend the replayability and maybe even get more players to purchase the game as a whole. Of course, a DLC can take a really long time to develop, but it seems like the people behind the game have a lot of spare time on their hands recently, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are planning something big. Then again, this cycle of a few small updates and events could continue, along with the lack of any new endgame content. I'm just hoping that something will either be added or revealed during their 2-year anniversary, since that is coming up, and it would also be the perfect time to share some new details about the game. Moving on, I would like to discuss the tower. I enjoy the concept that the team behind the game was really trying to project, but the execution feels a bit lackluster. I feel there should be more randomness behind the generation of the levels and items you get, as right now the tower can just get boring after a few runs, at least for me. The gear is also pretty cool, and the high power level is a nice incentive, but I feel there should be more items that are just exclusive to the tower. And of course, a big glaring question, when will we be able to play the tower in a multiplayer environment? In short, when can we play it with our friends? Only a few tweaks and changes would be needed, and it would be really enjoyable to have others come along with you on your adventure through the tower. So this video was pretty different from what I usually make. I was trying to branch out a bit with the recent build videos because a lot of my old content was really blowing up. And mark my words, I won't stop playing Minecraft Dungeons and creating content on it. I just feel, as you saw, I took a big gap from uploading, and that was because I really got tired of playing Dungeons. I had been for a really long time and it was just starting to get old. But I'm working on creating some more builds at the moment, so probably another 4-part series will release in a little while, and I have some other ideas for content I could do. If you have any suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And to end off, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, have an amazing rest of your day, and goodbye.